Lisa, you okay? Yeah, my mother, grandfather, and Sharon are all counting on me. I won't disappoint them. And as for him, I'm determined to find out the truth. I'll support you and Jusis with everything I've got. Thanks, Elisa. You've really become such a pillar of strength. I'm glad to have you on our side. Glad to be of help. Da vorne ist noch. Seriously, you've got all kinds of strong. I never thought I'd see the day when you'd be going toe-to-toe with both enforcers like that. Gareth was exactly right when he called you the central figure of New Class 7. You really do bring everyone together. And seeing you grow into your role as a leader, honestly, helping you along might have been one of my greatest accomplishments as an instructor. Quit it, you guys. You're gonna make me want to crawl into a hole and hide if my face gets any redder. Besides, we need to focus, for Rivalrie's crossed off a to-do list already, the next one just around the corner. Can't let ourselves mess things up right at the finish line. Agreed. Yeah, of course, what she said was obvious. Let's show them what Class 7's made of. Yes, sir. Where's my heilen? Ja, mein Heilen, was kann mir hier irgendwie eigentlich... Oh, für die Speciality kann ich hier holen. Ganz ehrlich? Mach ich einfach mal so. Steak, nee. Nee, das interessiert mich alles nicht. Ouch. Bis Shadow habe ich schon einmal. Weapons? Irgendwie ne. Ob jetzt nochmal was Neues gibt, ey, lol. Ja, lol, ey. Ich würde ganz gern Wien CP einmal hoch machen. Genauso wie Laura's. Denn, warte mal, ich würde einfach mal vermuten, dass die beiden mitkommen. Wer kommt raus? Emma. Und einfach mal, das ist die Party, wie ich die mitnehmen muss. Also gut. Ne, Laura nicht, aber... Laura ist einfach viel zu stark, um die nicht mitzunehmen. This elevator to Imperial Fortress Hall C Tower. Okay, ist doch noch ein kleiner Weg. Dann machen wir das. Sollen ja nicht ihre CP verbrauchen.
Now, bring it on. Yeah.
Unforgivable.
I'm up. It's down.
An opening. I'll handle this.
Let's go.
Let's go. There.
Keep it up.
An opening.
I'm up. Now.
An opening.
An opening. Behold, the Vander style.
A spiraling pathway, just like in the Infernal Castle.
Or the Grawl.
Good. That means we only have one path. Upward.
Jusis hat richtig Bock, seinem Bruder einen auf die Schnauze zu hauen, oder? Hier ist noch eine Truhe. Hi.
Be careful.
It looks scary. Watch out!
Yeah.
Alucard? Wow.
Let's go.
Ja, du solltest doch mal hier.
Totally float.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
My turn! Ah!
Not on my watch.
An opening. There.
Keep it up.
Nice,
Let's go.
Kurt.
Shot.
Yeah! Ah!
Let's go. Shit.
I'll handle this.
Take this. All right. Nice work. All right. Got.
Nice one.
Ha ha.
Huch. Und immer schön weiter hoch und hoch und hoch. Nebenbei die ganzen Kisten schön mitnehmen.
Shit. Shit. Shit.
Du bist der, den wir schon besiegt haben,
Looks like
ne?
a toughie. Stay on your
Hey-ya!
toes.
It looks scary.
Ich gehe auf
Watch
Nummer
out!
sicher. Ja,
Let's fall back. Keep moving.
geh da lieber auf Nummer sicher dann. Internet why?
Shit. Tough. Ready.
Okay, ich muss sowieso erst links rum, ha? Ja.
Ha. Tough. Ha.
It looks pretty tough. Let's watch out.
Hier würde wahrscheinlich nicht durchkommen. Perfekt.
Treasure located.
Fenrir Gem. So. Schön hier die ganzen Türchen aufmachen. Kapsel.
Ha. Ha. Ha.
Da habe ich alles.
Tough. Shit. Ha. Tough. Shit.
So, gegen dich habe ich eben gekämpft. Dann kann ich
Looks
einfach
like a real
weiterlaufen.
tough one.
Elevator goes to Imperial Fortress, Horse the End. Let's go. This door is quite overwhelming, isn't it? And solemn as well, as if we entered the site of some ancient ritual. Green, Crow. You feel it? Yeah, we're not making a secret of it. One of the last two remaining shards of the great power divided into seven is just on the other side. Not to mention the power stone from the Argent Knight. Ah, ich dachte, das wäre, Valamar. William. Your doubt is Rufus, which is Auric Knight behind the door, and Black Alberich, the chief of the Black Workshop. I see. Green Crow, I understand most of the heavy lifting for this rivalry will fall to you, however, let us help you in the preliminary battle. Of course, I'll be counting on you. Phew, glad you volunteered. We'd have to call the whole thing off without you. We'll all offer you our support during the rivalry too. Yeah, let's make this the worst day of that rotten Governor General's life. Reen, Quo, and one member of Nuclear 7. Und das, und Kurt kommt dahin. Kurt ist ja dabei. Heim war einmal. Dann einmal speichern. Let's go. Black Alberich, ich will antworten. Und nicht. Sag mir nicht, du gib mir ein paar Antworten und mach so wie Maria Bell und gib mir einfach noch mehr Fragen. Primary member of the Albert, Rufus Alberich.
So, you've arrived.
Earlier than expected, too.
Yes, we've come for you, Rufus.
Did you really think those two from Ouroboros would hold us up for long?
It doesn't matter. They've fulfilled their role. The only thing we require for the rivalry is the Ashen Awakener. Everyone else is none of our concern. The Azure Awakener included. The Sword of the End still has a role to play, however. Campanella and Maribel were to thin out your ranks, but they didn't even use their ion against you. How disappointing.
How could you?
Man, say what you really mean, why don't you?
This guy has textbook villain written all over him.
Ouroboros has their own priorities, and we have ours. We can't expect outsiders to be fully invested in our plans, after all.
Yes, I suppose that's true. Their organization is only interested in observation. Further cooperation may not be necessary.
Today's just full of interesting info, huh?
That's a topic for another time, perhaps.
The wings stolen from the Steel Maiden's Divine Knight.
The Auric Knight has completely absorbed them now. That power was rightfully won by the Ashen Knight. It should have gone to Valimar.
Rufus Alberich, Knight of Blood and Iron. The man before me is no brother of mine. Interrupting a duel at the last minute. And for your own selfish reasons. Have you no honor?
He did the same thing back when he killed Grianos at the Infernal Castle.
You're pretty messed up for someone who's supposed to be the noblest of nobles.
I can't deny it. But even so, noble blood runs through my veins. Banter aside, I had a war to manage on top of my duties as a Knight of Blood and Iron. Surely you can't fault me for picking the most efficient course of action. Oh, and by the way, I'm happy you were able to recover Milliam, even if she is simply a projection from the sword.
Dare you!
It's okay, guys. He's not wrong, you know. Sup, Rufus? Long time no see.
Yes, you certainly surprised all of us back at the Grawl. But I'm happy, as a fellow Ironblood, that we were able to meet again. Although, I imagine my joy pales in comparison to Clara Lecter's.
Aw, don't sweat it. We didn't really have that many chances to hang out anyway.
Milliam, you're definitely one of a kind.
I think you're being a bit too cheerful given the situation.
Sorry to interrupt, but I believe this will have to do for our banter. We should begin the preparations now. Ideally, this would have taken place during the Great Twilight's climax, but I suppose it may work out yet. Should you lose to Lord Rufus, he will obtain the Sword of the End, allowing us to be fully prepared for the final rivalry.
Sorry, but that's not how it's going to go.
You seem pretty confident that Rufus will win. No. Maybe it's not Rufus you place your faith in, but the Auric Knight.
Oh?
It's true that the Auric Knight has seemingly limitless potential, just like the Argent Knight.
You see, the Divine Knights may appear to be equally powerful, but there is a hierarchy among them. They have engaged in many battles over the past centuries, each time being wiped from the annals of history, all as practice for the true rivalry of the Seven. The only knight that did not participate was the Ebon Knight. It may interest you to know that even if a Divine Knight is destroyed, with time it will regenerate. Their awakeners, however, often end up as undead abominations. Nosferatu.
Ah. Das erklärt Le Grand Castle im ersten Teil.
Do you remember the field of endless blades you witnessed during your trial below Thor's? Each sword marked a Divine Knight's defeat, the grave of yet another of its awakeners.
I can't believe it.
So that's what they were.
In all the battles that occurred, two knights emerged victorious far more often than their brethren. Their strength is second only to the Ebon Knights. Surely by now you must know which ones I refer to, correct? They were, of course, the Auric Knight, brilliant as the sun, and the Argent Knight, which glows like the moon. Following them was the Crimson Demon with 1,000 weapons, the Vermilion Knight. Compared to such supremely powerful machines, the Azure, Palatinate, and Ashen Knights are nothing.
Where does this guy get off? Kinda pisses me off to hear him trash talk Ordine like that.
It's true that the kind of energy it gives off feels completely different from the others.
And now that it has the Argent Knight's powers as well.
Precisely. You made a grave error in not properly absorbing the Azure Knight's energy. In your current state, you won't be able to make full use of the Palatinate and Vermilion Knight's powers. Frankly, I didn't have high expectations for Prince Cedric's ability to use the Vermilion Knight. It makes things more convenient for us now that you've absorbed its power as well.
You just say whatever you want, don't you?
But you don't have a damn clue what we're capable of.
Class 7's been through so many crucial moments together. Everything we did in the Civil War, the Grawl of Erebos.
And in the course of those events, we lost some of our dearest friends. Yet despite that, we never gave up.
We challenged foes we had no hope of defeating, getting help along the way whenever we needed it. No matter how hard it was, and even if it was only small steps, we kept moving forward all the same.
Yeah, and the new Class 7 is following in your footsteps.
No. You've already caught up to us, Yuna. Instead of walking in our shadow, you walk with us as equals.
Optimism, perseverance, and cooperation are what give us... No. They're what gives humanity true strength. Technology doesn't mean anything on its own. Without human hearts to guide it, it's nothing more than steel and circuits. Once the Great Twilight is over, you say you want to create a world ruled by the Black Workshop. But if there isn't any heart in this cold world you want to make, then what's the point?
I'm sure when you made me and Tilly, you never expected us to have feelings. But we went way beyond what you expected. We pretty much became humans.
Yes, I believe this applies to Kia as well. And it all points to one thing.
Right. We create meaning in our lives by our interactions with others. And it's the bonds between people that shape the world. The world you want to create is one completely under the Ebon Knight's control. A world where the inhabitants, like the gnomes, are enslaved to a higher power without wills of their own. Where people can't find meaning in their lives by struggling and helping each other to move forward. But is there really any meaning to a life like that?
That same tired rhetoric.
Actually, I believe I agree with them. Still, don't think yourselves unique. I have experienced my own fair share of hardship and struggle. And ultimately, I have no plans to serve anyone either. not the Ebon Knight, nor Chancellor Osborne.
Moment, macht er den Triple Cross?
My path is clear. I will be the one to surpass my father.
Das Schwert sieht schön aus.
The holy sword of Vishnard.
That's one of the twin blades the Alberich family used to slay Nosferatu in ages past.
Jusis, you too?
Is that the other one?
Ah, so Arnaud delivered the Holy Sword of Elvars to you. This is simply perfect. We can have ourselves one more sparring match before the rivalry.
Do as you wish, but we must begin our preparations.
Zora Fowler! The original combat shell.
That's right. Even Estelle and the others had a tough time dealing with it. It pains me to see what's become of you, Father. But I still believe in the love that you had for Mother and me. So I'll prove it. Right here and now. I'll prove to you that your love was not a lie.
Stubborn as ever, Ms. Reinford. You leave me no... You leave me no choice but to snuff out that foolish hope of yours for good. To prove to you that my master is this world's only truth. Not Chancellor Osborne, nor the Lionheart Emperor. No, I will serve Ishmelga to the very end.
This will be it, Jusis. Your last opportunity to challenge me before I transcend humanity. Now, let us cross blades!
Wait, does he mean...
No way!
You damn fool!
Allow me to grant you eternal despair.
Now come, show us what you're capable of!
Was? Albert, Eternal Despair? Junko, bist du es? Albert ist die menschliche Reinkarnation von Junko in der Trails of Welt anscheinend. Okay.
Don't take me lightly.
Was?
Let's go.
So, immer noch Governor General Rufus. 517.000.
Triumph! Avalon Hearts!
Let's go. It's down.
An opening! My turn. Behold!
Eigentlich wollte ich das als letztes machen, aber hey.
Now!
Alter.
Not bad at all. Show me more!
Arrogant fools! Don't think you've won yet.
Eternally flowing.
Pathetic fools!
Das sind noch 150.000, ne? Ja, das kriegt Jusis wahrscheinlich nicht weg. Schade.
Brace yourself.
Wäre schön gewesen, wenn Jusis den Final Hit gemacht hätte auf Rufus. Dann hat er Lisa.
I see.
Now, let's keep going.
Bin zu strong.
I must continue to train.
A matter of course.
I did it!
Yay, I did it!
I did it!
I need to keep getting better.
I must train even more.
Was?
It's happening!
The rivalry is starting!
What's going on?
I am... No, I'm...
Albert.
Father?
Ist die Haarfarbe ändert sich? Nein, seine Outfit?
Lisa? What's happening? No! I am forever a loyal servant of Ishmelga. I am Black Alberich. I have no need of you, Franz Reinfeld!
Super Saiyan, let's go.
Father?
Could it be losing its hold on him?
Ah, what a pitiful sight when the puppet has been cut loose from the puppeteer's strings. Perhaps the Ebon Knight can no longer be bothered to divide its attention when the end is so near. Come El Prado, the Auric Knight!
As you command.
Heed my call.
Valimar, the Azure Knight!
Come! Ordine, the Azure Knight!
Acknowledged.
Whoop.
This will be the last rivalry before the battle that will decide this world's fate. Once I've proven victorious here, I will hold the power of all the divine knights you've defeated, as well as the Sword of the End. Then, I will discard my life and become an immortal.
Was ist falsch mit dir, Rufus?
Damn it!
Finally, I will challenge my father and surpass him at long last. Only then will I be able to prove my life was worth more than that of an unwanted bastard child. I will be the one who decides the meaning of my existence!
Reen, please stop him!
I will. Just leave it to me.
Jusis hat ein ganz gewaltiges Problem. Die EX ist in EX oder 1000 Force. Okay, nice. Er kommt mit. Du bekommst Ina hin, du bekommst Gaius. Laura kommt dahin. Und Juna kriegt, falls du irgendwie was machen musst, kriegst du Altina? Ja, Altina.
Let us bring this to a close. All of it!
So you can use the EX order 1004 by pressing triangle and attacking the craft menu. This will consume 2 BP and increase the damage dealt to enemies for 3 of your party's turn. In addition, each party member's strength and ATS will be greatly increased for 2 turns.
It's my turn!
Da, okay. Okay. Interessant. Gehen wir erstmal auf die wieder. Hannibal.
Alright!
Nice one, Crow.
My turn.
Oh, wow.
It's down. It's mine.
Divine Arc. Aber einfach vielleicht an Rufus irgendwie verstehe, er hat so ein Problem. Also, wenn der Vater meint er wahrscheinlich Duke Alberich. Würde ich jetzt mal vermuten. Aber jetzt Also, jeder, der nicht blind ist, sieht doch wohl, dass Rufus stärker ist als er.
My turn.
So. War wahrscheinlich auch nicht sonderlich schwer.
Holy flame. Take this.
Au. Holy. Macht der viel Schaden.
Let's go.
So, ganz schnell mal die anderen noch wegmachen, dass ich schnell den Old Knight auch wegmachen kann. Macht nämlich eine ganze Menge Schaden.
Alright.
Kopf.
Very well.
Doch, Kopf.
It's down.
Let's go.
I see.
Autsch. Alter.
My turn.
Aquamette, das sollte sogar reichen für den. Ja. Okay. Wie viel Leben hast du? Ach, sehe ich gerade noch nicht. Okay. Ganze Menge. Wie viel? 1,4 Millionen.
Very well. It's down. It's mine.
Soul Slicer. Ouch.
I'll handle this.
Aquametta. Ouch. Ouch.
I'm up.
Machen wir gerade mal hier 1000 Force. Oh.
Let's go.
Das ist cool. Schon ziemlich cool, wie er auf einmal den Flügel dann bekommt.
You've done well, but it ends here.
Moving out.
There! You're wide open!
Zack, zack.
My turn.
Oh, bitte mit Follow-up. Yes.
There.
Unite.
At once. Got it.
It's my turn.
Gaius kann dem jetzt ein Ende setzen. Okay, Gaius, dann mach du mal. Du darfst.
It can't be.
Das war bisher definitiv das schwerste von den Kämpfen. Von den Divine Knight Kämpfen.
All right, that's how it's done.
Yeah, I did it!
Sehr schön. Puh.
I lost.
Yes. You've been defeated, Rufus.
I had the Auric Knight, the strength of the Argent Knight, and the fortress's power. It should have been impossible for your friends to win. Jusis, members of Class 7, please, tell me why.
The power of friendship.
It's because you refuse to rely on anyone but yourself.
Yep, that pretty much sums it up. You had people you could have relied on, but you chose not to.
Despite your issues with House Alberich, your bond with Jusis was real at least. But still, you shut him out. You chose to walk this path all by yourself.
And you didn't even rely on the other Ironbloods. That's the legacy you've made for yourself. Being just too good to need anyone else.
And a mindset like that, it's just not healthy at all. You've pulled string after string to keep Crossbell under your thumb, but that was only a temporary measure. What kind of future would that lead to?
Yes. In governing Crossbell, you relied mainly on deception and force. Though they served you well the past few years, they are brittle tools that break easily. You can't rely on them forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
No matter your methods, there is only so much you can accomplish alone.
Yep. Your approach is pretty much the opposite of Prince Olivert's.
It's true.
I can't argue with that. At least, contributing to the formation of Class 7 was one of the few things I can be proud of.
Versucht sich jetzt auch umzubringen.
I imagine that once I fall unconscious, you'll discover the fortress's garden has changed. There, you'll find a path to the very core of this fortress. The blazing demon waits for you. He will be your most difficult battle yet. Prove to me you have the strength to see this through to the end. And what lies beyond is the final rivalry. To think it's nearly over after all this time. In the end, I was nothing but a fraud. Inferior in every way to their real sons.
We'll take care of it from here. Please rest, brother. However, before you do so,
I need to knock some sense back into you.
Go on then.
Den hat Rufus sowas von verdient gehabt. Oh. Schick, schick. Ja gut, dass Nachweis der finale Weg ist, war dann irgendwann auch sehr offensichtlich. Look like it's finally over now. Yes. I've been bottling this up for so long, but now I've told him everything that needed to be said. That must be a relief. Yeah, I bet that took a real load of you, huh, Jusis? To all of you, with my sincere thanks for your help. I wouldn't have been able to come here and confront Rufus without you. Of course. Oh, look who's gone all humble on us now. It's all the more precious for how well you see that side of him. But Jusis for you. You really should have recorded that for posterity. Don't you think that's kinda harsh? I don't think he's that standoffish. You don't know him as well as we do. Alright, you guys are just teasing him now. That aside, I can't help thinking about Alberich's near change of heart back there. Almost. He was close to breaking free of Ishmelga's influence. We saw Franz Reinford's transformation into Black Alberich ourselves to the spectral moon mirror. However, today's battle gives them hope that it can be reversed. Maybe. I'm worried of being too hopeful. It would hurt too much if it turned out to be impossible. Let's not talk about it now. There's one more rivalry to clear, and another obstacle before that. Yeah. McBurn was already a pain to begin with, but now with that other form you've seen, he's straight up a monster. We really might have to rely on a divine knight or two if we want to get past him. Really, he's not even awake now and he's packing that much of a punch. It may seem against the code of chivalry, but in his case, we've got to throw everything we have at him. We'll do what it takes. I think we're all pretty exhausted right now. Let's take a break in the garden first. Been promised a new pathway from there as well. Why don't we see what that's all about? Valamar and Odin deserve a rest too, after everything. I appreciate the sentiment. We'll go ahead and teleport to the camp. Elisa und Jusis 3. The real Franz briefly broke through the force controlling him. Now Elisa knows her father is still somewhere inside. Rufus chose to walk a lonely path, but Jusis intends to show him what Class 7 can do together and settle things for good. Also gut, ne? Wir kriegen das hier wahrscheinlich beim Kampf gegen Osborne. Da bin ich mir noch nicht so sicher, wann wir da was Neues kriegen. Laura fehlt nicht mehr. Emma fehlt noch was. Das kriegen wir tatsächlich mal gegen McBurn. Vieh haben wir. Gaius fehlt noch was. Wahrscheinlich auch gegen McBurn. Sarah fehlt auch noch was. Da weiß ich gerade nicht, gegen wen das sein sollte. Crow vielleicht gegen Osborne. Gut, gut, und die habe ich halt alle verkackt. Die habe ich halt quasi alle verkackt. Tio? Ach, okay, das ist auch das erste, okay. Fehlt noch Josette. Vielleicht kann man das noch kriegen. Wobei, da frage ich mich, warum sollte Josette ausgerechnet noch? Hä? Oh! Noch ein drittes. Let's go. Noch eine neue Zemurian Orb.